Energized show, up the Irish.
Go. Okay, what's going on, guys? And welcome to a brand new episode of Energized, brought to you by Forged Irish Stout. Ross.
Are you intoxicated or something?
Introduce the guest, man.
We're bringing you Double Trouble. It's a PFL Dublin special. We've got Nathan and Nate Kelly. Lads, how are we doing?
Doing good, boys. Yeah, thanks.
All good, yeah, all good.
Yeah, two main events.
Nathan
The main
Kelly's
event,
best.
the main event of the pro card, the main event of the amateur card. Doesn't get much better than that, Baz.
No, this is the big one, lads. Welcome to the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll start with yourself, Nathan. Nathan, what was it like when you found out you were going to be headlining PFL Dublin? That must have been a dream come true.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a good surprise for me because I was initially Colmain, I think. So I didn't really think anything of it. You know what I mean? I was happy even initially with me first spot. Like I didn't really think too much into it, and then I just seen then on Instagram they updated it, and I was the main. So yeah, no, I was happy, but it was. I kind of like to have the pressure on me, and I like to be in them kind of hot seats where it's make or break, and you know what I mean. It all comes down to the composure and fight IQ, and just being the best you can be on the night, considering the circumstances of pressure. So I feel like I shine under the lights when it's hottest in there. So I just wanted to get another opportunity to open another door, and I think now that I'm after getting the opportunity, main card slot in Dublin, you know, the kind of pressure's on me to close out the show in a nice fashion. So I'm going to make sure that I do that, because obviously they've been giving me a lot of good opportunities, PFL. So, and I feel like every time I've risen to the occasion. So it's just going to be just another one that I'm going to make sure to grab with two hands and really, really capitalise on. So I'm chuffed, and yeah, I just can't wait to close out the card and style. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, can't wait for it. It's going to be an absolute epic one. And then Nate, what about yourself? I think you're the first ever amateur to fight for PFL. That's going to be pretty huge. And then in the 3 arena on a massive stage like that. If you look back, a lot of the world will probably introduce you at that Conor McGregor press conference. But obviously, as you said at that press conference, you'd accomplished a lot already. Then, do you feel like you were built for this stage?
Yeah, I feel like the trajectory that I was on after that press conference, that was always destined to be in moments like this. Do you know what I mean? Where even though I'm so early on in my career, but it's just I've had the eyeballs on me since I'm a kid. So I always felt like that the trajectory that I was on, the path that I was on after that, I feel like that was always going to lead me to a moment like this. And it's good that a lot of people are only kind of like they're saying, "Oh, it's a kid from the press conference," and they haven't seen much of me capabilities and stuff inside the cage. So it's a huge platform for me to be able to show what I can do inside the cage and not just outside it. So that's what I'm most excited for, is to have such a big opportunity to go in there and showcase my skills and kind of like step away from that spotlight maybe, and let people know that I'm a serious mixed martial artist, and I'm here to take over. Yeah.
Nate, what's it like looking at them videos of yourself being the kid, just saying all that stuff to Dana, and like just all the other stuff that the PFL are pumping out? Like what's that like?
It's a bit mad, actually. I haven't watched them videos in years. Like this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
This is the first time that I've watched them videos in a good few years. So, it was 8 years ago now, so I don't even really remember back then. Like looking back on it now, like the memory isn't like big in my head. Like, but looking back on the videos and the videos of when I was a kid, it's just a nice memory to look back on. Like, I mean, to see how far I've came in such a short amount of time. Even though it feels like a long time, it is really only a short amount of time, like in this game. So it's just exciting, and it's fun to watch the videos and to look back on how far I came and fond memories of them. Yeah.
We were at that press conference as well, Ross, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. It was wild. Like I don't think I'll ever forget McGregor taking the belt off Aldo. I think that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, just can't be emulated, that press conference. It was so ruckus. Like I remember, obviously put out a clip of that there today, which is Monday, and the eruptions when I went back and watched that press conferences, one of the loudest press conferences I've ever seen in my entire life. It was absolutely insane. You're sure at times you were like shushing the crowd, and like fair play to you. You had the crowd in the palm of your hand at the press conference, and hopefully you'll have the crowd in the palm of your hand come fight night, or at least I assume that's the plan anyway.
Yeah, 100%. I think I got up on the mic and I was like, shush, everyone be quiet for a second. Let me speak here for a second. But no, I think I'm a bit of a showman, so I'm ready to show the skills inside the cage and to put on a performance and showcase my abilities and put on a show. That's what I'm coming to do on December 8th.
Yeah.
And
There was
another
another thing.
talk. Oh, go on, Baz.
Yeah, there was another thing. The way online, for people that actually weren't aware, like obviously the two lads are called Nathan Kelly, and people were showing Nate when he was younger talking to Dana, and then they were like, look where he is now, and showing Nathan. So it's so like it's absolutely hilarious, crack.
Yeah, I think there's always been a bit of a mix-up because the names bleeding the exact same, so it's always been a bit of a mix-up.
That's why we had to do the Nathan Kelly special show, Ross.
Absolutely. Nathan, tell us this: is Nate all talk, or how good are those skills?
Nate's very complete. He is, yeah. He has the kickboxing pedigree, and I think when there's a change over from, well, I'm saying he has kickboxing pedigree, but how long he's been doing jiu-jitsu and MMA since as long as I can remember. I remember competing at, the jiu-jitsu tournaments as a kid, and he was killing it, and he used to compete against some of my students as well, and he's been around the game a long time, like, you know what I mean, and now he's getting his platform to show his skills on a more of a kind of an international stage, and, like Nate said, he's been working hard over the last 10 odd years, you know what I mean, and yeah, he's ready. He's 100% ready. He has the right team, the right family, everything that can make someone successful. You know what I mean? He has all the people in around him that he needs to have, and yeah, it's up to them to doing the job in the night. But no doubts there, 100%.
Yeah,
Nathan, can't wait to see you.
Yeah, Nathan, you're obviously not overlooking Dimitri, right? But like, what the sort of have you talked to PFL of what they plan to do with you in 2024? Because obviously being the main event of this show is huge for you.
No, I haven't spoke to anyone about it sort of yet. I just want to get this one out of the way first before I start making plans for anything else. I can only do what I can and beat the man who's in front of me now. So I don't like to think too far ahead. I only like to look forward at what I can do and what I can see. So for now, like, yeah, I'm not overlooking Dimitri. He's gonna be awkward. He's kind of a lanky French fella, so you know what I mean. That's an awkward style to fight. But I'm preparing for a long, lanky, kind of awkward person. So look, all I can do on the night is win, and then see what doors open for me. You know what I mean. Obviously, I'm gonna have to have a little bit of room to negotiate and see what's going on. But like, I still have one more fight left on this contract after this one, so whether they wanted me to fight it out or renegotiate a new one for next year, then I don't know. But I just want to get this one out of the way first, and then I'll start looking at what's next. Because I can just move one step at a time. Really, it's going to be too hard to move anywhere else. You know what I mean? So just beat this lad and see what doors open.
Yeah, Ross, Nathan would look great with $1 million check, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he absolutely would. You know what I mean? Bring that $1 million check back to the fingers wouldn't be too bad.
I don't know if that's safe. I don't know if that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Bringing that back to fingers, I might fucking cause bother in the future. You know what I mean? But like, look, next year, boys, if they throw me into the season, I'm confident and I train hard enough to be able to withstand whatever they give me. You know what I mean? It just depends on whether they want to give me that straight off the bat. But like I said, I think fighting on the headline event in Dublin, and it's the biggest, the end of the season, you know yourself, all the kind of stars align for me to kind of jump straight from one to the other. So if I go out and perform in a certain way and put this lad out in a certain way, and you know what I mean, they go, fuck right, he's had to been in the highest pressure situation we could have given him at this point in his career. So they might throw me in. So I don't know. But like I said, beat this lad, see what happens.
Now, obviously, you've seen some iconic people make that walk in the 3 Arena, from Conor McGregor, Peter Queally, so on and so forth. You've been there in person. How many times have you envisioned making that walk yourself? And what do you feel like it's going to be like to make that walk with everyone cheering for you on the night?
Yeah, I've envisioned this so many times. That's what I was the another interview when I was talking about it, like that, how many times I've imagined myself in these big moments and imagined myself fighting in the Tri Arena, that almost it's like, it feels like it's happened before. It feels like I've been in this position before. Like I feel like I've manifested this moment to come to reality, like that. I've been in the arena so many times watching the fights, and I've imagined myself walking out, imagined myself being there in fight week, imagined myself fighting in the octagon. I've already imagined it all, and I've already thought what the feelings would be like and how it'd feel in there, and it doesn't feel like that now really, because how many times I've like pictured it, how many times I've felt it before, and I just can't wait. Like, it's gonna be a huge stage. I have a huge crowd coming out to support me, and I'm just buzzing to get in there on such a big stage and showcase my abilities. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Do you
I can't
think
wait to hear
getting-
I can't wait for the fans to start chanting. There's only 2 Nathan Kellys.
they better. That's what my sister was like. I'm going to shout the only 2 Nathan Kellys. I was like, you need to get that going, because that's what
Get that
people want to
going.
hear. You know what I mean? That's what the fans want to hear.
Yeah, you've heard it here first.
Nate, do you feel like fighting on a big stage like this is going to put your amateur career on a trajectory that it will finish early and you'll go pro earlier, or would you not be phased by something like that?
I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see what happens. I feel like the hype for this fight and the build up behind it, it's like a pro fight. And anyways, like, people talk about learning that amateur and all, but I know if this doesn't go my way, then I'm gonna get ridiculed online all over the place like the pro fighters do. So I feel like the build up and the hype and everything around this fight, it's almost like it is a pro fight. So I'd like to get a few more in with the PFL next year as well on their European series, and just keep building and just see where we go, see how the improvements are, how the progress is, how I feel in there, and just take it by fight and see where we end up.
Yeah, are you surprised to get an opportunity like this, Nate, so early in your amateur career? I know you've done martial arts like for so long, but like this is a big stage, you know.
Nah, great boy name, great boy nature. I'm never surprised at any opportunity like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, as I said, it feels natural. Like, I know what I'm capable of. I know the type of person I am. I know what I'm built for, and these moments is what I'm built for, and I'm ready to take it all in and to showcase my abilities on the biggest stage possible. This is what I'm made for, and I'm ready to show people that I'm a superstar. Do you know what I mean?
That was quality, man. That was quality.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm going to ask you both, actually, because obviously this card is quite stacked from top to bottom. Like all the fights are like really high level. They did a great job in matchmaking. Besides either of the 2 Nathan Kelly fights, which fight are you looking forward to most? So start with yourself, Nathan.
Obviously, Franz is a teammate of mine, so against Korshed, next teammate you train with us for the world, so that's an exciting fight. So I want to see that. John Mitchell as well is a good friend of mine, so I'm going to be rooting for him on the night as well. So, well, obviously I'm not going to really be able to see it because I'm going to be backstage, but I'm going to be rooting for John. Then obviously Valentine is fighting Dakota. She's another teammate, so obviously I want to be seeing her win. And I like Lewis McGrillen as well. I think he's a good fighter, and he's had that little mad little angry Irish head in him. You know what I mean? He's half Irish, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him as well. Yeah, I'm just, man, the whole card is bleeding jammers. There's loads of good fights. Like, they'd be the main ones I'd be looking forward to anyway. But yeah, obviously, and then seeing Nate as well. Obviously, can't not big up Nate here while he's in front of me. But yeah, no, just I know how high level the card is, so they'd be the main ones that I want to see. Obviously, all my teammates, and then obviously John, and then Lewis. I like Lewis's style. He's real rootless and comes forward. So, but yeah, ultimately they're gonna have bangers of fights on the night regardless. And I hope the fans get on board and they understand how good of a night it's gonna be, because you know, on paper there's a lot of anxiety on the night. Obviously, a lot of finals coming on, and some people fighting for placement spots in next year's tournaments and global season. So the emotions will be high, the anxiety will be high, and you know, mixing all that together along with some great fights, you're gonna get a great night of fighting. And yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to seeing, and it can be capped off with me then and stuff.
Yeah, I think one thing that is being underestimated and under mentioned is when PFL have given discount codes to the fighters, and when you actually use a discount code for the tickets, the tickets are like super reasonable. I think they're like about 30 quid or so a pop. Like
Yeah, like
you won't actually
really cheap.
Yeah, you wouldn't actually get tickets to like a local show for that price, and you're going to be in Three Arena seeing like top quality fighters go toe to toe, and also like an absolute world class level of platform as well to be given to these fighters. So like, I think anyone who's an MMA fan, like this is like a serious cheap night out, and like you know what, it could be people's lads' Christmas night out as well. Like get down to the Three Arena, watch
Friday night,
watch the PFL Friday night. Like I think it's unbelievable chance for people to see the talent that we have in this country, and I think it's like at that price, like it's must see. Like how could you not be at it?
I'm going. Are you lads going?
I'm going myself. Yeah, I'm definitely going, boys.
I'll sit beside you then.
Absolutely, like get the early Christmas presents in and get get PFL tickets for people and say that's your Christmas present. You're getting it early. Congratulations! It's going to be an absolute whopper night.
It was like compared us to like, for example, just bringing into Bellator. Like a lot of my family got ringside tickets for 56 quid. Like, and a lot of them when I fought on Bellator paid 60 quid for the highest seat in the building. Like the back tier, like when Bellator opened the back tier, like you paid more money for the nosebleed seats, and now that they're getting ringside for cheaper. So I've been just going around drilling into everyone that like you won't get a night of MMA this cheap. Like around being honest with you, like it's super cheap from 30 quid up to like 80, 90 quid you're getting tickets for, and they're all good seats regardless. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be hopefully there's another surge on ticket sales and they push it out and it's packed from the night, because that's what's gonna make it more electric then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what PFL bring to the Three Arena as well. Just everything they do in the background with promotion and stuff, I think it's really, really good. So like they're obviously stacking the card as well. Like the likes they're having over, like they're obviously putting the McGrillans, the Dakotas, just like from the UK. They're like really Tom Breezes. They're bringing over as many big names as possibly can, and then obviously a stack with the Irish fighters as well. But it does go down in Dublin's Three Arena on Friday, the 8th of December, lads. Do we send them your way to? What's the discount code for both of you? Is it Nathan and Nate?
Nate,
yeah. Mine's Nate and his is Nathan, so it's actually.
Is it actually? Yeah. Who did that? They should be fired, Ross.
Yeah, Dan Hardy said Nathan was leading the ticket sales, but maybe it was actually meant that Nate was leading the ticket sales. Who knows?
They probably don't know themselves. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
That's just where we wrap things up. Like, what's the build up going to be like now? Up until the Friday the 8th. Like, will you be doing more stuff for PFL? Because I saw the two of you doing something side by side.
You going to?
Yeah, I think I have a few things lined up for this weekend, anyways, and then I don't know, PFL haven't reached back out, but I'm sure we'll be playing flat out the week of it as well, and all the weeks coming up to it. But I've been flat out the past few weeks doing stuff, so hopefully get everything checked off this week and next week, and then be able to play and chill out a bit before the fight. But that's the plan, anyways. What
about yourself, Nathan?
I just reckon out the podcast or interviews, all that stuff as you do normally leading up to the fights. PFL obviously do the fight week promotional stuff as well then, so yeah, like it's just, it is what it is. I'll do what I need to do when I can do it. Ultimately just get the training in, cut down the weight. That's more important than anything for me at the minute. So obviously sort out whatever media I can, and then like Nate said, hopefully you can wind it up a little bit earlier and focus on the night. But realistically, I know it's it's not going to be wound up really for me, because normally on fight week I'm always doing things on PFL. So, but I'm used to it now, so it doesn't really faze me really. I don't really care. It's just part of my job, and I just see it as a part of the terms in which I'm doing for fighting with them. So but yeah, ultimately just rock out whatever media stuff we can do and promote it as much as I can. Get some nice footage in. Me one of my sponsors, Motion Masters, we're gonna try to do a little mini doc kind of leading from now up to the event, and he's gonna be kind of coming around with me fight week and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to get some footage and stuff like that, kind of show the behind the scenes and stuff like that. So that'll be nice when it's all said and done and it's over. That'd be a nice one to try push out and give people a little different insight to what's going on. So, but yeah, other than that, just make weight and fucking knock some lad out. You know what I mean?
It's a tough life being the main event, isn't it?
Yeah. I wake up every morning and I cry. Just can't take all this stress on board much longer. Nah, I'm only joking. It's literally, this is living the dream, boys. Literally, I'm waking up
This is
every
what it's
day
all
and-
about, man. This is what it's all about.
Yeah,
Yeah, you went from fighting in MSG then to having to like slum it to headlining the 3 Arena in Ireland. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Like I'm
incredible stuff.
literally living the dream. Like even 2 years ago, obviously I don't like to look too far ahead, but I never would have thought I'd be in this position really. You know what I mean? So now that I'm in this position, I'm really starting to feel me worth. And you know, the fact that I'm bringing a big crowd and all that jazz, I'm really starting to feel like there's the star power that I have in me. I'm starting to see that, and you know, it's only a matter of time before the skills come up a level where, you know, the whole world is seeing it on a more of an international stage, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing. I have obviously Motion Masters. He's been doing a lot of work with me lately, and really showing more glimpses of my game and really bringing up the profile. So a lot of the media that's been put out and a lot of the stuff that's been kind of raising my profile has been to him, and other sponsors. The Dream Edit has jumped on board for this fight. They've been backing me since me fight in Madison Square Garden. So it's nice to have them on board on this, and I'll be doing a lot of promo work with them leading up and trying to build on their brand as well. So always much appreciated there. So thanks, Wendy. And then Get Laid Carpets is another local carpet fitting company who's going to be getting behind me along with me and cleaning car washing. So I'm really looking forward to performing on the night and making sure that I do them all proud for getting behind me. So I just want to say thanks to them for jumping on board yet again.
Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then hopefully
absolutely.
one day we see Nate headline the 3 Arena as well.
Someday soon, maybe.
Someday.
First time I try to headline the 3 Arena doesn't sound too bad. We'll get that in next year.
Yeah. We love it. Like there's plenty of like in-house SBG little goals that you can take. Like Nate, I think if you win here, you'll tie Kieran Clark for the longest active win streak in SBG. I think with 9, which would be nice in the pro ranks. And then now you could be chasing James Gallagher to the youngest ever black belt under SBG.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're on track. So keep
Of course,
it up,
SBG are
lads.
taking over the 3 Arena December date as well. So
It's gonna be a show to remember. We're gonna be there. Obviously, you are gonna be there, getting your hands raised. It's gonna be an incredible night. Double trouble. 2 Nathan Kellys. Doesn't get much bigger. Doesn't get much better. Can't wait to be there. If you haven't got your tickets, get them in now. Use the codes Nate or Nathan, depending on who you prefer. And just whatever you're doing, make sure to be there. If you haven't watched this at home, make sure to like, share, subscribe. And as always, stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.